So, further, I'm gonna have to check through all these chests now. I'm missing quite a lot of valuable goods. Like, I came back to see my diamonds were completely gone. Scrubbling lost all of his iron, basically.
And a stack of gold.
And a stack of gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Texan lost his chest full of alcohol.
I need to ask Poppy though if he did anything with it, because we were kind of sharing it.
Well, mate, you might want to look at that then.
Yeah, I know. I don't like Poppy kind of died though, so.
Just... Ow, that's not mine. I had literally a stack of iron.
Keep it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm not like a homeless child. I don't need to donate.
It's literally 9 iron. Okay, anyways.
I have 63 iron in my inventory. I'm gonna be smelting it for taxes.
Okay.
Very good. So, one thing, the whole intention of this town, the reason why I don't encourage putting locks on your chest is because we should be sharing, but sharing is different from stealing. If you need something, then you can take it, but you would have to either ask, or if they are not on, inform them what you took, how much you took of it, and why you took it. That is okay. Working together is the whole goal of this town. So, I hope in the future no one takes advantage of that, like we have seen, and I hope that there is further anti-stealing efforts taken, especially from some people who aren't with us at the moment. He needs to put a tight leash on one of his housemates. One thing was, at the very beginning of our town and at the very beginning of our brewing process, our first apple mead, we decided will exist in continuity. It will never be drinking, and it would be stayed aging forever as a symbol. Okay.
Yes.
Turns out that mead, someone took it, and we don't know who, and we don't know from which chest, but it's gone, and most probably drunken.
It was from a barrel. I kept it in that barrel and never ever touched it, but it just disappeared. Either someone drank it or moved it.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Is this Kyler person in the VC? Jump
Yeah.
if you are. No, he isn't. Okay, that's great.
Held Van Vorka? Him? Oh,
No,
Kyler's
Kyler.
not either.
All right.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Carry on. Carry on.
Okay. Oh, okay. More people. Epic.
Oh, no homo though.
All
Dude,
right.
are you like mega hacker or something?
Yeah.
You want to hear Mega Hacker?
Holy
No,
crap.
shut up,
Go
Murphy.
for
I'm gonna
it.
shoot you. Okay. Okay, so I believe these people just joined.
No,
Alright.
everyone got joined.
Yeah.
Whatever, doesn't matter. I don't care. Continuing the meeting, and what I was saying, that issue is really important with us because that was a very important symbol of our town, and we're pretty upset of what happened to it. I'm going to be undertaking efforts to find out what happened and punishing whoever took part in it. So, moving on. I think we've discussed the issues of our town far enough. Now we'll be talking about the current events with our town. We don't have a lot of them, just the current ongoings. Specifically, someone ran into a trap that someone is trying to create. Al over here, or he is trying to make a practical functioning trap, which I don't personally endorse, but he's trying to create it anyways. He's experimenting a bit with it, and I think someone ran into it.
Yeah, that was because I was trying to find out something. Me and Cole found this tunnel. We found that. We followed the coordinates, and that's where it led. That was us.
Oh, can you come with
Okay.
me? Can you come with me for a second? Whoever
Yeah.
just
Harold, follow Polly.
I wonder if Alf cares.
Go
Is
over
this
there.
the tunnel
Yeah,
you're talking
follow
about?
Polly. He's over there.
Okay.
He's gonna show you something.
We bullying.
Alright,
Well, whoever asked or told us about the tunnel.
that was held.
Oh,
Anyways,
it's
Uh,
right here.
it's not
Are you
hell.
talking?
It's
This-
just. But
Oh, it's not hell. Okay.
I don't
Okay,
think
that-
that's what we were talking about.
yes, Emperor, that would be very good.
Okay.
Carl will show you what he was talking about, and we followed it.
Okay.
We can investigate that later, after. So,
Me and Carl already investigated.
You guys can
Continue.
sit in the bleachers if you want.
yeah, you can send the beach, you don't have to stand. So, continuing on current events, generally that is the only current thing going on, along with the expansion of Carl's bar, which I encourage you to go check out, although it may be a little bit outrageously priced. Anyways, now moving on to the future of the town. We generally are ever expanding. We're inviting new people from our community to take part, and like you mentioned before, Emperor, our current goal is to wrap around to all along the wall. One thing though, to increase our farming, I was wondering,
I
what
think
is
Tyler
the
just died. Hold up.
that's epic. What is the situation with expanding our territories on the map, if I can ask?
Well, we have been trying to hold off from doing that while we're working on town affairs and such, because when we're working on construction and most of the people in the town are just architects and such, it would be kind of hard to defend territory if it was attacked.
Not
Of course.
necessarily. We have our allies with us, and we now have Carl, our marksman, so we'd have him up on the hill while we...
Right.
Covenant is
Yeah.
somewhat
Yeah.
dying and inactive right now, so...
Well, okay, I do have a suggestion. We do need more tillable farmland, and I believe if we just expand it to the west, we don't have to house anyone there. We can just turn it into one large plot of farmland. We can deal with making, like, hilly, mountainous farms like we did over here already. So you see the tile directly west of us that we border. I believe if we did expand there, then that would be pretty useful for our farming. It can be designated entirely for one huge farm.
Just do know that if it was claimed by us and then somebody else happened to, go over there and break blocks, they're able to break blocks. but they
Exactly.
don't
Yes, that is
regenerate
the
afterwards.
yes, that is the reason why it would only be a farmland.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that's pretty smart.
Wheat grows back, so that's why that's what I suggest. We could take care of it. We could make one large farm. That could be a
Make
project
note
for us
of
to do.
that.
Okay.
Calves grow back. Belongings do not.
I have a question. What's the situation on our resources in the town? Like, I heard we recently needed wood. Has that been solved?
Gary, I think you might know this best. If you could unmute yourself.
Maybe he'll unmute himself. Okay, moving on then. I'll wait for Jerry to unmute himself. Wait, did he?
Oh wait.
Yeah, he did. Okay, he did. Jerry, what's the
Um,
situation with our resources?
Regarding resources, wood is not really in demand, seeing we have a giant forest right in front of us that we can keep cutting and replanting again over and over again, which we need to again. It's that time of the year.
Okay.
But regarding stone and cobblestone, it seems like we have a lot. If you look in the chest, it seems like a lot. I guarantee you that is the least amount we could possibly have at this moment, because the walls are going to be really massive, and once we start building the new walls, we can't stop, because we're going to have to tear down the old ones, which is going to mean we're completely defenseless to the outside world, at least inside.
So we will have to
Okay.
get that project done within one day.
Can't
Just for
we
the sake
set
of
up
our
a
safety.
temporary wall for like half a second?
I was
Temporary.
thinking something like that.
Uh,
Yes.
Like just a not one block, but really high dirt wall that's really easy to make.
Honestly,
It's just 3 blocks.
Yeah.
no, they wouldn't. They could bow boost over the 3-block wall.
Yeah, but it would serve as a temporary wall, of course. It
doesn't
wouldn't
even-
be.
It could be dirt. It could just be however high.
Yeah, well, we can touch base on that one that comes closer to that time.
I
That's
prefer
not
it
that
be
big.
a form of
Okay.
dirt, gravel, sand, because that is a lot easier to tear down. It's a lot quicker.
Sand would
And,
be, yeah.
of course, it's in abundance. So,
Okay. Let's see. One more thing. Has there... Okay. Regarding accepting new people in the town, I would like the little village thing, I'd just like to remind and ask if it's okay if people were to wish to join the town, they would have to be approved by the town members. Would that be an okay procedure?
oh,
Emperor?
yes. I endorse that, actually. So,
Okay. Okay, good. Has there been any attempts for people to come join the village while I've been gone?
not that I know of
Yes.
just yet that haven't been, you know.
Okay.
Well, maybe
Okay.
someone has asked about it at one point or another, but I don't think they ended up doing so. They ended up just building their own house on the build server, and they're planning on pasting it down within the walls, I believe.
All right.
So,
And we're on one last important topic before we go around looking at stuff. Regarding the security of Heldenstadt, what is our current situation in regards to other factions? Because I remember there was a threat of an inhibitor being placed down, but that turned out to be false.
the
What is the current possibility of a threat coming to Heldenstadt?
well, I will have to give some brief information about what's happened recently. I think we're doing pretty good for how things had been going lately, because as you know, the Covenant and the Western powers had clashed quite a few times, and we actually ended up losing the war. The Covenant did. But it appears
Yep.
the Western powers pretty much died as soon as it won the war, so we don't really have any threats that would directly want to attack Heldenstadt.
Oh, okay, very good. Okay. Because I noticed that Wayrest has significantly reduced in size.
Oh yes.
Alright, wonderful. Well, I think, unless anyone else in the meeting wishes to bring up any topic or any issue, I believe the meeting is adjourned so far. And Mr. Emperor, as a final footnote, I'd like to ask about, since you know, brewing is a big thing here,
Yes, yes.
what was the situation with starting a brewing company? I know you wish to start one, and we would be happy to take part in it. We have a vast supply.
Oh yeah, I would be very happy, because we were wanting to revive an old brewing company that we had back in Garama way back when. I'm not really gonna give specifics because they're not too important, but yeah, the brewing industry on this server is bigger than one would think initially.
Absolutely. We have a
I'd be more
very
than
large supply
obliged
of
to allow you
current.
guys to help us
Yeah.
with picking up on that.
If you could come in contact with us when it does start, we would be happy to provide. We have a very large supply, and we are increasing that supply by every day. So, I believe now the meeting is adjourned. Alright. Thank you everybody for attending. I hope you attend future meetings like this in the future. No problemo.